Stephen, don't kill it.
Why not?
It's a living creature. What if it has thoughts and feelings and a family? And what if its death strikes a chord with a society and they send an army after us? I will not allow that happen. I won't!
Well, Tyler, I hope you don't feel too strongly about that, because you just killed it.
Damn it!
Don't feel too bad, Tyler. Spiders don't have a complex society of efficiency machines like ants or bees do. You're not going to have to worry about them abducting us in the middle of the night and making us change our way against bugs forever like that other kid.
What other kid?
The kid from the movie we're reviewing today. The ant bully.
Where's the case? Usually you have the case with you.
It's right here.
Where? So what's with the new lamp?
All in due time, Tyler. For now, we've got work to do. The Ant Bully was a film based off a children's book of the same name, meant as a message against bullying. With that in mind, filling close to 90 minutes is probably going to be something of a task. Now, there do exist movies that have been able to take even lesser forms of literature like poems or songs and turn them into something wonderful. Others, not so much.
We open up the movie with the shot of ants collecting food. Great. We're at the opening scene and we're already ripping off a much better film about ants. We see one ant, Zoc, played by Nicolas Cage, who is searching for some crystals for his potion. Wait, what? An ant with magic? But why does he have magic? Well, where did he get magic?
Keep your hat on, Tyler. We're not even at the stupidest parts of the movie yet. You are really sensitive to this kind of stuff.
It's the Destroyer!
Atomic Wedgie! And a clean break.
Come on, man. I'm running out of underwear.
Well, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. Because I'm big. And you're small.
You know, in history, small people have done great things. Take Napoleon Bonaparte or Yoda, for example. And you know, Napoleon probably got that way because people made fun of his height. And he became a bloodthirsty general. Just saying. Be careful.
So this is our main character, a boy named Lucas who bullies ants because he is bullied himself. Though I reckon terrorizes is a word that fits a lot better.
What you gonna do about it, ants? Nothing. Cause I'm big and you're small.
Are you alright, sweetie?
I'm fine. I was just playing with my friends.
Kid, a mother usually knows what goes on in her front yard.
Plus, you don't have any friends.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't go on vacation.
Don't cancel your vacation just because of me.
Oh, well, isn't that thoughtful of him?
Does it have anything to do with why I can't find your underwear?
No!
Not at all.
Bedwetting is nothing to be ashamed of, Peanut.
What? Just stop it, Mom.
And then in less than a minute, this kid starts bouncing to the ends of multiple emotional spectrums. You keep up this attitude, kid, and you're not going to have a career worth mentioning. I didn't watch that show. Tyler?
I have to admit, he was actually pretty dang good in that show. Or should I say, ang good.
You want to keep up jokes like that? I'm going to whack you across your ang head.
Zoc continues to try to create his potion with the rocks he harvested.
Fire that burns! Deliver your awesome power and transform my potion! Flaktil! Rock, curse upon your children!
I don't think rocks have children, honey.
They won't now.
That was actually a pretty good joke.
I call upon the elements, wind, rain, etc. Transform my potion and Flaktil!
Zoc, you can't say etc. in your spell. The great powers that be will not take you seriously.
There's no reason to panic. There's no reason to panic.
I said take it seriously, not get tickled by your wife.
After finally getting it right, one wonders what could possibly go wrong. A Xiao comes across the yard and the Prince of Darkness introduces himself, his daily outfit being that of an exterminator. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. Listen.
Stan Beals is the name. Beelzebub Pest Control. Now, your dad ordered my services, but he forgot to sign the contract before he left. He said, "You'll have my son, Lucas, sign the contract for me if I happen to forget to before I leave."
No. There is no parent who would be insane enough to do that. Why don't you just get the grandmother to sign it?
Preventing alien abduction.
Not only is she the acting adult, but she's gullible enough to believe that aliens hate airflow as much as they hate...
I don't think I should.
You don't think? So who does your thinking for you? Your mommy?
Oh, God.
What?
Please wipe my little bottom for me. Wipe me. Oh, please. Wipe me.
Give me that stupid contract.
Yes, sir.
My God, this guy's a bigger boy than the other kids.
This character is a bigger problem with the movie as far as I'm concerned, especially for this moment. It's really unpleasant to watch and grating to listen to him mock Lucas with that voice. Yes, I know he's the villain, but Maleficent is a villain, and she doesn't make her viewers want to take a chemical shower after watching.
Are you making the assumption that people actually watch this movie?
Absolutely not. When I saw it back in '06, I was the only person in the theater.
You saw this movie in the theaters?
I was 13, okay? And sometimes you don't really know about a movie until you actually see it. Emphasis on sometimes.
That night, Zark pours the potion down sleeping Lucas's ear canal, shrinking him down to ant size. And butt naked. Wonderful. I understand why his clothes didn't shrink, but do we have to— oh my God, my eyes!
Just calm down. They're not showing anything.
But the sheer carriage, I mean, isn't this movie PG?
Admire the animation instead. You gotta give him credit for showing Lucas's point of view in this grand spectacle before him.
Can't I admire it without seeing Lucas in his birthday suit?
Peanut the Destroyer did willfully and with malice aforethought crush the food storage chambers, flood all of the lower hatching chambers, and douse the colony with the dreaded yellow rain.
Hey, come on! I have to go!
In your front yard, kid? No wonder you've got bullies.
He doesn't seem to be a very bright kid. Just look at how he responds to the Queen.
How was I supposed to know ants had feelings or families or trials? They're just a bunch of stupid ants.
One of our greatest thinkers, he is not. To atone for his crimes, the Queen decrees
He must become an ant.
What? No, my queen! What if he does not become an ant?
That would be regrettable.
Oh really? More regrettable than the decision to be in this movie? Meryl Streep?
But who will teach him our ways?
Well, let's just think about that for a minute. What character could teach him that would make the situation a lot more awkward than it already is?
I will.
Perfect. So the next morning, the movie tries to decide whether it's being risque or just stupid.
There's a million things I want to ask you. When were you hatched? Are you male or female? And how do you tell the difference? I mean, is that how?
Ah! Hey, stop peeking! Or I'll stop on you!
Oh, well, I wouldn't if I were you. You see, I'm the only friend you've got. You heard the Queen. You must become an ant if you ever want to return home.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Well, you just have to find your place in the colony. Let's try foraging.
Peanut, the Destroyer? I had to move out of my nest because of you. I lost everything. It took me all morning to rebuild.
oh no. All morning.
Hello, baby.
Oh hey, Bruce Campbell is in this movie. Ladies and gentlemen, we might just make it through this.
Fugax, meet the Destroyer.
Destroyer?
Boo.
Well, so much for that. So they start a team race to recover a sweet rock, a jelly bean, and get to the finish line. Lucas joins the blue team, who supports him despite him handicapping them, while the red team is filled with spoiled
I don't need your help. Forget it, this game is rigged.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault.
But then the colony is under attack from the mosquitoes in what's actually a pretty decent action scene.
Enemy fire! Watch your wing! Watch your wing!
Not kill!
Lucas is trying to run away from it all, of course, but instead does something useful on accident.
Lucas the Destroyer. I take back everything I thought about you.
No, you do not pull a complete 180 on this guy. He terrorized your colony, wrecked your homes. This is a really good start to redemption, granted, but that's all it should be. A start. Thankfully, sanity exists in the one place you wouldn't expect to find it, with Nicolas Cage.
This is our enemy. They do not save ants, they kill ants. He very nearly killed me. Or does that not matter to you?
Well, you can clearly tell who the woman of this relationship is.
Sexist?
I will deal with you when the time comes. Until then, you be as quiet as possible. So after this, just watch.
What?
Keep it coming.
Oh, God. Please don't
Get it while it's hot.
Oh! This movie's literally eating
Perfect metaphor if I ever heard it. Then Lucas ingested an alka root to cure it. Fun fact, did you know alka roots are used in the making of root beer?
Oh, hey, that's pretty cool.
I would have thought you'd known it already, Tyler. You make documentaries on soda.
Praise the mother!
You may be wondering who's this Aunt Mother they keep on talking about.
The Aunt Mother, the Queen of Queens.
Aunt Jesus.
One day she will return, and honeydew will pour from the sky like rain.
So you actually want worm poop to fall from the sky?
Yes!
Why wait, I'm sure Lucas will hit his front yard before too long. Amidst all these contrived religion parallels, it seems exterminators are the ant devils after all. They really are taking this joke pretty far.
Well, he hasn't shown up in a while. So much, Lucas has forgot about him. Now he has to run to the house and cancel the exterminator. He convinces these three to come along with the promise of sweet rocks.
All of this is made from your own poop.
Bruce, why didn't you run away when you saw all these poop jokes? You could have been spared.
I hate the red one.
Well, I love the red ones.
Hate them.
I love them.
Hate.
Love them.
Hate.
Love them.
Admit it.
You find me attractive.
What?
Where the hell did that come from?
Well, Tyler, the movie needed to show us that he was crushing on her, because clearly it was lacking examples on such matter. A misdial rings up a pizza parlor, and I'll admit I did like the puns that occurred during the conversation.
No exterminator!
No extra tomato. Got it.
Ay, puns.
I will never get sick of that.
Complications arise after the phone call and they have to run from the house. As one might guess, they are in a bit of trouble from coming back and letting them know they've been at the house.
This is the potion that will make you big again. I just wanted you to take a good long look at it, because this is the last time you will ever see it.
What do you mean?
I mean, there is no way I'm ever going to make you big again. Ever. You are a threat to every ant in this colony. And if I were you, I'd try to find help somewhere else, because there is nothing for you here.
Okay, first off...
Second off, bullshit. Zark, bitterly honorable as he is, has obeyed the Queen's decree to allow Lucas to live among them and not get eaten. So, if Zark can follow those orders, he'll certainly have to follow the one demanding that Lucas is allowed to be returned to normal when it comes.
You can't entirely blame Zark here. I mean, Lucas has made friends. Yet he seems to believe Zark when he says nobody in the colony will help him. Hova even gives Zark a piece of her mind.
Zark, what have you done?
Me? What did I do?
Where is he?
He's gone. He led you into a trap, Hova.
There was no trap. He led us to food. He was trying to protect us from...
From what? What, Hova?
From something.
Something! And I was worried it was from nothing!
I'm not even sure whose side I'm supposed to be on.
That's because there exists no middle ground in the realm of motivation. These characters' motivations are entirely black and white. Zark is a complete jerk to Lucas because of his hatred for humans, though Lucas hasn't done anything inherently wrong after being shrunk. And Hova is too optimistic that he can change, that she doesn't seem to remember that he was once a terrorist.
Impossible!
Listen to yourself, Zark. A wizard knows no such word. So what are you now?
Certainly not the ant I love.
We cut to Lucas at a pond with the beetle who's played by Rob Paulsen.
Sure, help yourself.
Thanks, I love water. I'm a beetle that loves water, but I'm not a water beetle.
Finally, a legitimate voice actor. Ah, damn it.
First Bruce Campbell, now Rob Paulsen. You know, I'm starting to get used to disappointment here. Lucas gets chased and cornered by a frog. Obviously he's boned since he can't climb like an ant can.
You can do it. Just concentrate.
That's charming, Hova, but your words of encouragement aren't going to do him much good. That's like saying keep your eye on the ball to a kid who's never played baseball and expecting a home run out of him. Just carry him on your back, why don't ya? Oh, too late.
Well, at least Rob Paulsen's in there.
I don't want to be a toadstool! A toadstool? That's great!
But Zok, trying to save his relationship with Hova, rescues them with an alka root.
I'm free! I'm free! Dang it!
Then we get a moment in the movie that's actually kind of genuinely nice.
Everything else is so different, but it's the same sky, the same stars.
One sky, one destiny.
So, this city of yours, it's like a nest?
Well, yeah, kind of.
And the humans that live there are all brothers working together for the greatness of their colony?
Some people work together.
Some. Why not all?
I suppose it's because of their differences.
But it's the differences that make a colony strong.
Some humans prefer to clobber people they don't understand.
Like you prefer to clobber ants.
I guess I didn't think about what I was doing.
I gotta hand it to them. For the ridiculous crap we've put up with so far, this particular moment is a pretty good expression of the moral. Sure, it's the old hypocrisy, thy name is you trick, but it's pretty effective.
The next scene shows the ant mother arriving, but it turns out it's Beelzebub himself.
No!
Giving them false hope before he exterminates them? This guy really is the ant devil.
It is not the ant mother! It is a cloud breather!
It's true! He's come to wipe out the entire colony!
And how do you know of this creature?
Oh great, here we go. It's gonna be the old liar revealed case. He's going to say, I signed a contract. They're going to say, you betrayed us, destroyer. And then all is gonna fall to pieces.
Doc, you shrunk me, you can shrink the cloud breather. We can load these things up and then...
That was over quickly.
This movie rips off A Bug's Life a little more, a la The Scenery, and they form an alliance with the mosquitoes to take on the exterminator.
What do you have in mind?
Lucky spoils an attack position.
So they strike, aiming for the ear, but they encounter one problem: headphones.
Break off the attack. The shield is still up.
And as you're starting to see, this guy must have had zero childhood outside of sadistic treatment of bugs. How depraved can this guy get? Well, there is a way, but I'll talk about it later.
Lucas and Hova are knocked to the ground waiting their imminent death, when suddenly the movie goes slow-mo and...
That's not the way ants are!
What?
No, you're joking. That just does not happen.
The idea of becoming an ant was supposed to be a metaphor for him learning to respect the creatures that do have thoughts, families, and feelings. But this is ridiculous! You do not will yourself to lift 10 times your weight and stick to flat surfaces just like that.
Please don't tell me this gets any more stupid.
Okay, I'm feeling like we ought to attack something in here.
Hey, that looks vulnerable.
Perfect!
You aren't honestly telling me you still had hope, are you?
Just wrap it up.
Gladly. They sting the exterminator in the ass with the potion. He is defeated, Lucas is deemed an ant, given the potion to grow back, and now watch as he gets the other kids to turn against the big bully.
Yeah, I'm small. We're all small. But together, we're big.
You think these stupid losers are going to team up against me?
Dog
You heard the man. Dog pile!
No! Don't hurt me! Mommy!
I gotta say, that is the most pathetic downfall of a bully I've ever seen. Lucas rains sweet rocks among the colony, praised the mother, the end.
Finally, that was freaking painful. This movie was the most aggravating one that we've done.
The ant bully is, at the core, stupid. Almost half its comedy comes from the toilet humor. The characters are archetypes that evolve suddenly and, in the case of Lucas with his sudden gain of superpowers, unrealistically. Kids' movies can be more believable than this, even with really bizarre setups.
Not to mention there's just too much about this movie that's too bizarre and too stupid for me to accept at my age. But it gets even worse. Simply from a filmmaking point of view, there are a few deleted scenes that would have actually added some good stuff to the story. The first shows Zoc's childhood, where the same exterminator spreads a cloud of poison to exterminate some of his colony, giving him further reason not to trust humans.
Another details the exterminator offering the contract to Lucas's dad in the first place, who refuses it, which makes it even more sly that he offered it to Lucas later. A third shows the exterminator in his place of work. Remember how we said the exterminator seemed to have a lot of time on his hands to be so obsessed about his extermination? Well, he is. Very vividly. Thank God that one was only in the storyboard stage, but the other two were mostly animated and, if added, would have added more to the story. But no, they got cut because we just had to have the freaking honeydew scene. The strength in this movie lies mostly in a few things. The moral, a few of the ant-human comparison jokes, and Bruce Campbell. I know we complained about him, but he's a little funnier than we gave him credit for. But Bruce, that does not excuse you for not knowing about these plot holes in the movie. Zoc threatening Lucas had no merit. He's honorable enough that he never disobeyed the Queen if she ordered him to let Lucas go, even if he still did hate Lucas by the end of the story. Why is there only one wizard in the entire colony? I think knowledge like that could be taught to other ants. They certainly didn't explain much about it and just expect us to accept it. The only real magic that was shown was potion making, flashes, and shooting beams. They could have made him an alchemist and it would have made more sense. When Lucas accidentally called the pizza place instead of the exterminator, why is it that he wasn't able to pick up the misdial? Probably because he was too busy making sure he had time to get the message through. But he should have heard the voice of the teenager on the other side. As a follow-up to that, why did he need to jump all the way to the last number? He could have just walked around it and dialed correctly. Given they were in the house, they were probably in a hurry. How did Lucas gain the physical abilities of an ant? Who the hell knows?
Well, Stephen, the time is due.
Indeed it is. Why the new lamp, you're asking? Lately I've been doing some serious thinking about this job.
This kind of serious thinking?
That's the kind. And I got a couple of things to continue this train of thought. Time goes on, things are going to change. We're going to have to change with it. We're going to have to evolve. Some are going to be big changes, some are going to be small, like the lamp. But things are going to change around here. I can guarantee you that.